This is Lesson 3, Communicating with Algebra. We're going to first start with our definitions that we need to be familiar with for this lesson. We have term. Term can be a number. So an example of that would be, let's say, 10. Or a term could be a letter. So that could be x, or a term could be a number multiplied by a letter. And that could be, say, 3 times x. And we know when we multiply a number times a letter, we don't need to put a times symbol. We can just write it right next to each other. So all 3 of those things can be a term. Now let's look at if I have a term like 3x as my example. It's made up of 2 parts. And the number part right here, that is called the coefficient. So the coefficient is the number part of a term. Now, if I still have that same example of 3x, if I look at the x, that's known as the variable. So that would be the letter part of a term. Now, if I go back all the way up to the top with my example of 10, and I write it here, when you have a number by itself, that's a constant. And when we go through these definitions, you're not going to remember them right off the bat. But after we get through this, we're going to go through and do examples using these words, and that will help us remember it. All right, let's go to the next set of words. We have like terms and unlike terms. So like terms are terms that have the same letter and same exponent. For example, if I have, say, 2x, that's a term, and negative 5x, they both have the same letter x, and the exponent on x is the same if they both don't have any exponent. Or I could have, let's say, 8x cubed and 10x cubed. These are like terms because they both have an x and they both have an exponent 3. Okay, unlike terms are terms that have different variables or they could have the same variable but different exponents. Now I'm not going to be able to fit the whole word in for exponents, so I'm just going to do a short form of EXP. Okay, so let's look at some examples for that. So an example, terms that have different variables could be like 5x and let's say 5y. Now the coefficients, which remember is the number in front, doesn't matter. We look at the letters. X and y are different, so then we know that those are unlike terms. But I could also have the same variable like this. So let's say I have 2x squared and 3x. I have the same letter, however, I have different exponents right here. This has a 2. This has, if nothing's there, we know it's a 1. So these are also unlike terms. So let's just review the definition above. Like terms have to have the same letter and same exponent on it. So if they have the same letter but different exponents, like we did down here with negative 2x squared and 3x1, they are unlike terms. All right, let's go in our next set of definitions here. So we have polynomial. Polynomial are terms connected by adding or subtracting. Okay, and an example would be I could have 2x squared plus 3x minus 7. So these are 3 terms and they're being connected with those addition and subtraction symbols. So a monomial is a polynomial having 1 term. So an example would be 2x squared y. That's 1 term because there is no plus or minus sign separating. Okay, let's look at a binomial. A binomial is a polynomial having 2 terms. And for this one, I think of a bicycle. A bicycle has 2 wheels, so 2 terms. So if I have 2x plus 3y, I can see my first term is 2x, and my second term would be plus 3y. And so that's how you know you have 2 terms. You look at that plus sign. Okay, trinomial, you can probably guess, is a polynomial having 3 terms. And so that could be, let's say if I use 2x plus 3y like I did above, but then I add a constant, a 7. And so if we look, we have 1, 2, 3 terms. And if we go all the way back to the monomial right here, there's no plus or minus sign. So that's where I just have my 1 term. So we have 3 terms as a trinomial, 2 terms as a binomial, and 1 term as a monomial. All right, now we're going to get into our last 2. We have expression, and expression are terms connected by addition or subtraction. And an equation are 2 expressions equal to each other. So if we take a look at an example, so we know an expression is just like a polynomial, and an equation would be if I took that expression and I made it equal to another expression. Okay, that would be an equation. So the equal sign is what sets them apart right here. And we think of this as having a left side and a right side on either side of that equal sign. All right, those are our definitions. Now we're going to use them and look at some examples. So we're going to start by filling in the blanks here using the new words on the front page. It says in the term 4x squared, the 4 is, so if we remember, if I go back, the 4 is the number part of a term. So that's coefficient. So let's go ahead and we'll fill in the word is the coefficient. And the x is, so the x part right here, again, if we go back to look, the x part is known as the variable. So let's put that in. It says the expression 5a squared has one term. Remember, a term is something we can circle. It has one term. Therefore, this expression is one term was a monomial. Okay, the next one says the expression 2b minus 5 has two terms. Let's just circle it so that we understand two terms, and that subtract 5, that's where your second term is. Therefore, it is a binomial. Remember, two terms, two wheels on a bike. So bicycle binomial. In this expression, the second term is, well, let's look at that second term. It's right here. That second term is a number by itself. And if we go back to our definitions, a number by itself is right here, this 10. Number by itself is a constant. Okay, so let's fill that in. That is a constant. Okay, the next expression is 3y squared minus 2y minus 4 is an example of a. So how many terms do we have here? Let's go ahead and look. I have 1, 2, 3. And so 3 terms, we know this would be an example of a trinomial. Okay, and our last one, it says 3a squared and negative 5a squared has the same variable and the same, if we look, they have the same exponent. Therefore, these terms are like terms. 3a squared, 4b, and 11 are unlike terms. Okay, we're going to start by practicing coefficient and variable. So we have in 4x, 4 is the coefficient and x is the variable. And to help us remember, let's write on top, coefficient is the number, just write that on top, and variable is the letter, and that will help us remember. Okay, let's see, in the next one, the coefficient would be negative 5, and the variable would be p, and we're going to keep that exponent on the p. Think of it as we're doing the letter part, the whole part, including the exponent. Okay, 3m squared n, so the coefficient would be 3, and the variable would be m squared n. For d, this one's different. I know my variable is g cubed h squared, my variable part, but where's my coefficient? Well, we know that there would be an invisible 1 here. Or if you didn't know, you're learning it now, because 1 times g cubed h squared will keep it that answer, g cubed h squared. So we're going to put a coefficient of 1. All right, now my videos can only last 15 minutes, so I'm going to pause it here, and we'll pick up this question in the next video. I'd like you to try and finish this off when you're switching between videos and see if you get the same as me in the next one.